Well, we are out in the public domain, therefore everyone in the background is going to be so blurred out that no one can complain. I think it's a good time to introduce myself. If you don't know me, my name is Felicia. I am a scent explorer, just like you, a fragrance enthusiast, and here I talk about fragrances, or at least the fragrances that I'm collecting from scratch. I'm curating a brand new collection. Yes, that can actually withstand hot, high heat and humid conditions. What a journey. We haven't sat down in a long time and just had a bit of a chat about the fragrances I'm buying. The ones that I'm putting into my shopping cart and are coming back home with me. Here's a true story. I was a professional shopping guide on cruise ships. For real. That's how much I enjoy shopping. And somebody who doesn't enjoy shopping, I do the shopping for them. That was the job. And now I don't do it professionally anymore, but I still do it for myself. God, I miss those days. I forgot to tell you, the fragrance that I'm wearing today is Tiffany & Co. Eau de Parfum. I'll link the video that I did about it when I first added it to my collection. By the way, I am going through that fragrance pretty fast, even though I've got other fragrances to choose from. That one just hits the mark. I'm going through it pretty fast. I better slow down, but you know what? Fragrances that I buy are there to be used. Savor the experience, but use it, right? Okay, so the last time we had a chat, I added this to my collection. Oh, I forgot to mention, for those that are listening but not watching the video, I'm talking about Tutti Twilly from Hermes. I stand by what I said the last time. This is such a fun fragrance. But as you can see, I haven't actually used a lot of it because I wanted to macerate the juice. I had a feeling that the lychee, even though it was dominant in the fragrance, it was more that ginger flower that really was more pungent. And I thought, let me give it a couple of months. Let me see what it does. I'm really glad I waited because now the lychee is really front and center on this fragrance. It is such a juicy experience. Mixed in with that ginger blossom to give a bit of spice, this is a winner. Ooh, I've already got fragrance on, so I'm not going to mix the two. Although I could, but I'm not going to. No. Must Therapy by Initio. I'm not going to review this today, but I have thoughts. A lot of them. The original purpose of this perfume has changed, surprisingly, for the better. So I look forward to sharing that. And of course, I also purchased Anna by Luben. All the fragrances that I add to my collection with purposeful intention, I will talk about separately. It's a different owner. Changed. I would say about 3-4 weeks ago. Yeah.
It's good prices up on the road.
Yeah, they'll change that at some point. It's the only thing about me going out in public. I always interact with people, and especially with dogs. I love it. Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I haven't touched that topic yet, but we're going to. When I talk about perfumes that I'm adding to my collection, I'm very, very aware that there are brands that I don't have access to. And it's simply because of the city that I live in. I'm grateful we have quite a few, but we don't have all of them. I'm a maximalist. I want to put my nose to all of them. I want all of them. But in saying that, I have a very specific objective when I buy a perfume, a fragrance. It can be for the body, it can be anything that is actually fragranced. There's a purpose and intention behind that purchase. I wanted a pineapple forward fragrance. And the reason why I wanted the pineapple fragrance was because I remember days when I used to go on holiday. God, it seems like a lifetime ago. And you're sitting at a gorgeous hotel on a beachfront, and the chef is standing next to you, cutting into a juicy, ripe, fresh pineapple. I want to remember the tropical experience of being on holiday. So I was on the hunt for a pineapple fragrance, and I put my nose to Tamarindo by Memo Paris, a luxury brand with a higher price point, at least here in Australia. And I went, yeah, I'm definitely getting this.
Happy Australia Day.
Oh, happy Australia Day, mate. Okay, where was I? Yes. the tester that I did try was just mind-blowing for me, and I got so many compliments on that day that I went, wow. All right, next one on my list that I want to purchase, and I know that I'll be buying, is called Une Hête by Obvious Parfums. We're keeping in the holiday mode here, because when I used to go on holiday, or even when I didn't go on holiday, just the lifestyle I used to live before, I would end up swimming in the ocean a lot. And for the full day, like exploring beautiful coral reefs and blah, 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 I wanted to remember those days. So I went looking for perfumes that could possibly vaguely provide that scent profile for me. And I was kind of shocked when I did find one. Now, it's not that I smelled exactly like this perfume, but the essence of this perfume reminds me of those days that I used to spend on boats and in the ocean, and I like remembering those moments where I had like amazing experiences. Do I still have perfume on? I do. I'm an oversprayer. Oh, I do. It's great. Well, in that case, I'm gonna head off. Why don't you join me in the next video? I'll see you there.